Star Replay. Icon. Star Podcast Replay. Loud and clear, Snake. Let's go!
Hello and welcome to Start Replay Podcast episode 15. We are back after our next gen foray. And tonight with me in the room is, he's not a robot, he's not Cybernet, he's not taking over the world just yet. It's Tom Dayden, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, everybody.
Always very weird intros from you, man. And another person joining us in the room who doesn't join us in the room very often, but we're very glad when he does. He's big, he's bad, it's a Ben C-word.
Howdy, howdy.
He's currently suffering from insomnia, so if he doesn't sound as enthusiastic as he normally does, it's probably because he's going to pass out any moment. Well, it's good to be back. It's nice to be speaking to the masses that listen to this podcast. And it's nice to be in our 15th episode. It's almost been a year since we started this. Can you believe it, guys? Only a few more months. I think it was beginning of February. Anyway, let's move on to what we've been playing. Now, well, we have been playing Next Gen, I guess, except from Tom. Hey, Tom?
Yeah, but I will be soon. Shortly. Well, it's my birthday on the 15th, and my nanny's buying me one because I'm 21, so the big one. But Josh has kindly pre-ordered one of the last few bundles on shop2.net.
I have.
So I'm going to speak to the rents and sort out monetary issues there. But yes, hopefully, I mean, the expected delivery was at latest the 18th.
Well, it's between now and the 18th of December.
Exactly, and my birthday's on the 15th, so chances are it will arrive before then.
Here's hoping.
Not on the day.
Here's hoping.
And that it's not dead on arrival.
It's not dead on arrival. We can hope for that as
shoot
well.
myself. I throw it out the window, and then I get your PS4, throw it out the window, and your PS4, and throw it out the fucking window too.
Yeah, because of course
And shit
myself...
on all of them. And then burn it.
Will this be before or
And
after you killed
Snapchat
yourself?
Afterwards.
So you kill yourself?
I should probably...
Did
I introduce myself into this podcast?
No, you did not.
I don't think I did.
It's fine.
My name's Josh, I'm editor-in-chief.
Josh, it's been a year.
Yeah.
You didn't do any, I'm editor-in-chief
Oh,
stuff.
well, it's coming. Shh.
Wait.
I'm editor-in-chief at starreplay.com. There we go. See, I didn't want to go all the way back.
God, it was going to be... That could have been a terrible...
Yeah. So, what have we been playing, Ben and myself? Ben, what have you been playing?
Halo 4.
Seriously, what have you been playing?
Tom's face, really.
Tetris.
What, really?
I was like, what?
Yes, I've been playing Resogun on the PlayStation 4 as...
Yeah, let's start with Resogun. So, what do you think of Resogun? Of course, it's free for those with the PlayStation
Maybe we should
Plus
mention
subscription.
first in Gamescom, whether people remember that we got to meet the creative director of Resogun.
Was it the creative director?
Was it him?
It was one of the developers of Resogun, yes.
And we were playing it with him, like in front of him.
We were.
Just having a chat about it.
I was a bit scared, actually. There's a picture of me playing it with him. I was a bit scared. You know, it's like playing a game in front of the creator, and you're like, oh my god, I'm nervous right now.
But it's such a good game, though. It would have
like,
been awkward if it was shit.
It would have been. So, what do you think of the game?
It's really good.
Oh, yeah. Can't you tell by the massive smile on my face? No. To be honest, I think, well, probably everyone else will agree. Resogun is probably one of the best launch games, excuse you, Tom, on the PlayStation 4. And it's even better that it's made free to all those with PlayStation Plus. It's just sublime. I'm so happy.
And if you don't have PlayStation Plus with a PS4, then you're absolute tool.
You still, well, yeah.
You can't play online unless you don't have
PlayStation. You can play free-to-play games, though, which is pretty cool. So, DC Online,
Warframe.
Blacklight Retribution, Warframe, War Thunder, who are all very good games. Well, I haven't played Blacklight.
I thought Warframe was a...
No, free-to-play.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ninja Peter Parker,
free-to-play
I'm
game.
not there yet.
So, Ben, what are your thoughts on Resogun?
Very fast action, crashy, explodey, shooty, boomy, rockets everywhere.
Half the time you don't know what's going on.
Yes.
It's just like little cubelets everywhere. It's like, oh my god.
Well, it makes a lot of sense.
You lost a human. What? Where was it? You lost a human. What? You didn't tell me how you've lost a human. Where are they?
Well, it makes a lot of sense as it's a spiritual successor to Super Stardust HD on the PlayStation 3. Have any of you guys played that game?
Nope.
No.
Oh my goodness! I think I'm actually going to have to show you sometime the game because it's very, very cool. It has a lot of a lot of things similar spiritually to Resogun. But anything else, Ben, on Resogun?
On Resogun, well, you have a cooperative mode over the internet or
You do have a cooperative
local.
mode.
What, on Resogun?
On Resogun.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
You
so
do.
two player.
Hopefully there'll be a split screen local co-op if they do an
I
update.
believe
Not
there
in
is.
split
That's not
screen.
explained.
Oh no, yeah,
No.
yeah.
Yeah, because you fly different.
Well, so you could do it
Oh,
horizontal.
circular. Yeah, circular. Either way.
Yeah, but it wouldn't make a
Works.
difference. But yeah, you've got 3 classes of ships. You've got the good one, which is called the...
The good one. The
The
Ferox.
good,
The
the bad,
Ferox.
and the
Then
ugly.
the middle one, which is
The Phobos.
the Phobo. That was the last
You're
one.
making shit
Yeah.
up.
The last
The
one.
Ferox was the one in the middle.
And it's that begins with N. Nimbus or
I've forgotten.
Yes. Anyway, 3 classes.
Nimbus
One which
3000.
primarily uses records.
Records.
uses rockets.
Just 5
Okay.
discs.
Yeah, 5 rockets. You got one which is primarily guns. And you got one which is primarily long range single firing everywhere.
Okay, yeah.
My favourite's rockets because it's basically fire and the rockets go and do all the work for you.
Yeah, they sort of home into enemies a little bit, don't they?
Yes, they do, but I am most likely to die because there's this great feature where you boost into enemies. The more enemies you hit in chain smashing through, the longer
more
your boost
boost you
goes.
get. Yeah.
Problem is though, if your boost ends and you're still going, yeah, I'm still boosting, go into an
just-
enemy, you're dead. And that
Countless
happens to me
times have I had Ben die in the middle of a match, and I've had to complete the entire level with
more or
just
less at the
myself.
start, maybe about a minute
Yeah.
into the game.
Oh, Josh,
I've
I've
gone,
died. Oh,
What are you doing? And then he has to play the whole of that level
fantastic.
till I'm back on the next level.
And
No, I love Resogun. It was so much fun to play at Gamescom, and it is just a great game. And the fact, as I said, the fact it's free is even better. I'm really impressed. So well done to those
Definitely.
guys.
From one of the starters as well, the ones
House
that
Marquee,
initially
right?
out there.
I think they're from House Marquee. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, really impressed. And if you haven't played it already and are waiting for a PlayStation 4, then
We'll see you
be
next year.
excited. I'll see you next year. Exactly. Other games. What have we been playing?
Oh, are we going to stick on? We're going to stick on the ones which are free to play and came with it, or are we going to talk
No,
about
just
this?
anything we've been playing.
Resogun. Well, you guys have been playing Resogun.
Need for
War
Speed.
Thunder.
War Thunder is the other one. I was going to stick. I'll do
Okay.
games later.
Games.
Because these aren't real games.
These aren't
free to play.
they're free to play
Yeah.
platformers.
Kind of, I guess.
War
but
Thunder
pretty-
isn't really a...
Some
Yeah.
game.
Well, anyway, War Thunder. War Thunder is a World War II MMO which features aerial combat entirely. So you're in the air and you can choose from multiple different countries and different airplanes, a whole plethora of different airplanes, from the United Kingdom to America,
Germany,
I think
Japan.
Germany, Japan, Taiwan or Sri Lanka, something like that. Ooh, not too good with names. But each plane has its own characteristics, turning circle and firing rate and everything like that. And again, it's free to play. I think we're pretty sure it's cross-play between PC and console.
Cross-platform.
Cross-platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I can play with you guys.
We
then.
think it is.
Yeah,
I'm
we
almost
think-
certain
Find out.
they said it was.
Yeah.
We think I'm almost because you get some people on there which have names which you just go right that can't be a PlayStation ID because like Jack,
Yeah.
and they can't be a PlayStation
And
unless it's like
Steam,
a
you can
very.
just- Oh
yeah.
wait, no, it's not.
It's not.
Steam.
It's just download from
like,
from the Gaijin
Yeah,
website.
no, exactly.
Gaijin.
Gaijin.
Ooh.
Yeah. Because, of course, that
Gaijin.
was one game that we played on the Oculus Rift when we were at Gamescom,
yes.
wasn't it? You can actually see that video. If you look for our Gamescom piece, you'll be able to see a little bit of us playing it.
Tom's amazement.
Yeah, Tom's
my
amazement when he had the headset on. It was fantastic.
Such a sweaty headset.
You actually can have a head capture, or sorry, a motion sensing with the camera. It doesn't particularly work that well, but still, you can have motion capture on it. In a
Yes, Mum.
sense. Yeah, yeah, Mum. What's that? It's only your head. Your plane falls in. But we've been quite caught up, haven't we, Ben, with the share functionality
Oh, brilliant!
on
yes.
PlayStation 4.
If you've got
Oh
us
my
on Facebook or see the start, we're probably going to start posting start replacing or later.
Hopefully, yeah.
But if you've got
the
us,
good ones,
yeah,
not all of them.
we're good. First thing Tom said to me today was, "Please stop posting videos of
War Thunder.
War Thunder."
So it's
It's
literally, I scrolled on my
countless
news feed
videos.
and it's like 10 to 15
Countless
videos in a
videos
row.
of air crashes.
Either Josh or Ben. I haven't watched any of them.
There are some funny
You gotta
ones
watch them.
actually. It's sort of like, I'm Ben's sort of like, okay, don't go up. And I'm like, what? And then I put my plane up and I'm, just straight into him.
It's,
Because he's above me.
Oh, you guys were like on each other.
Yeah, pretty much.
He was being attacked, so I
Yeah.
came up behind him, took out the guy behind him, and he made a sudden turn as I was turning, so it went like this. I said, right, just don't come up, because I'm...
And I saw an enemy, and then I went...
It was boom! Straight up into the top of me. We just go...
Yeah.
A few
Turn to
times.
jelly and sink to the
Yes,
floor, yeah.
that's exactly what happens in planes. Luckily, the pilots are fairly
defense mechanism.
safe. Yeah. A few others have been where I've deliberately gone into the back of Josh.
Yeah.
My very first one was, "Hi, Josh." That was it. It was just he was taking out someone, and then sadly you can't hear my voice on the recording because it doesn't come through on the opposite
Yeah, that's really
person's
annoying.
thing. So what is you see Josh going on, going, "Oh, I took him down," and then what you would hear is me going, "Hi, Josh," and the next thing you see the plane go, "Poof," into the back of his plane.
Yeah, it's a great game. Again, it's free to play, so even better. Those who don't even have a PlayStation Plus subscription won't miss out, which is fantastic.
Remember to save up your lions, don't spend your eagles, and keep all your light bulbs safe.
That's it. Good advice there from
We have a few 100,000 lions now.
1,000 lines, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not hundreds. I have tens of thousands.
I've got
of lines.
106,000 lions.
Woo! That's a
What
lot
are
of
lions?
lines.
The currency.
Lions are the in-game currency, and then eagles are like the
Not
gold.
actual
Okay.
lions or eagles, ladies and gentlemen. They're just symbols next to the currency.
Yes, we don't actually know what the currency is called.
It's a rather large zoo to hold all the lions.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Now,
It's an
other...
airfield with one plane, just thousands of lions. How do I take off?
Would you like some lions in preparation for
I
that
need a
plane?
wing. Will you accept 10,000 lions for that wing? Okay.
Dark.
Yeah, I could use
Darkness.
these lines for something, I'm sure. Put
Yeah, I can use these lines to prop up my airplanes. To just put them in a line, just prop
them
airplanes.
in a line.
In a lion.
That's terrible. Terrible joke. Moving on to other... Okay, moving on to other games. So, Warframe. Ben, I know you haven't played any
I've not.
Warframe, but again, it's quite a fun game to play on PlayStation 4. It's
What is
also
it?
on PC.
What is it?
It's hard to explain. Sort of like a... Well, it's not really.
Is it like melee stuff or shooting?
It's a third-person... a bit like Mass Effect, if you play Mass Effect. So it's a third-person shooter, slicer. Yeah, I'll show you in a bit. All right. Ben's making Ben's
I have
making
no idea
the,
what you're trying to say.
the gestures for controller. Let me show you.
No,
oh,
it wasn't.
really?
No. What were you trying to do?
What were you trying to do? Phone.
Yeah, someone's just went off.
Oh, mine didn't.
I didn't even see. No, I didn't. So other games we have been playing now. There are quite a few games that have just had next generation upgrades. So Call of Duty Ghosts, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Injustice, along with a few others. Now, again, they all look very similar. They haven't got a lot different just because they're the next gen versions. Graphically, I guess Call of Duty Ghosts and particularly Assassin's Creed Black Flag look rather good over the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 versions. Injustice doesn't look a whole lot different. I can't quite tell.
It feels the same.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
pretty
really
much
see
the
much.
same.
Then Injustice was a bit kind of clunky. Anyway.
Yeah, no, exactly.
We've missed out.
What? Need for Speed?
Killzone?
No, off that list, you've missed out.
Wait,
Tiny
there's
Brains.
Contrast, there's Tiny Brains, there's Flower, all those things. Need for Speed, though, we played a quick bit of. Ben and myself had a fun time doing a little bit of that. But
So-
literally, we've only played like half an hour.
I think
45
Josh
minutes.
was texting us at half the time because I just see him
Something like
parked
that.
up on the road,
Yeah.
and then I go,
Yeah,
Is he there? Is he there?"
and then you just ram into me with your
Smash
police
into the
car.
side of him.
weather.
Killzone, now that's one of the big titles exclusively for PlayStation 4, and I think it does kind of live up to expectations. Beautiful graphics, great gameplay.
How the
My
rope
God.
physics.
The rope physics are amazing.
That's what I was looking forward to about that game. Just the rope physics. If you remember from my podcast when we first saw the stuff,
Yeah, we saw the rope
the
physics.
ponytail
of the-
physics and the.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, shit, the rope was in the trailer.
I
I was thinking,
remember.
why is that so familiar?
Wow.
I wish they get stair physics right.
Yeah, got feet going to stairs.
Yeah,
I made it.
it's
But that's
PlayStation
only- that's
4
only-
and they can't get a character to walk upstairs
It's
properly.
like Daleks taking control
Ah,
of
don't
PlayStation
worry
what
4.
makes
about
the game
stair
look really
physics.
shit.
Don't worry about what?
It does. It makes it
You
shit
just-
that they're not paying
They
attention
played
to
like,
detail.
the walls are beautiful, there's rainbows,
Oh, right.
and there's an octopus in the water, can't figure out stairs.
Yeah,
That's
like-
Assassin's Creed,
Not
not Killzone.
We're talking about
That's
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed. No, we were
That's what
talking
we're
about.
I was talking about
We were
Assassin's
talking
Creed.
about Assassin's Creed
Okay,
upstairs.
well, carry on.
Yeah.
Carry on.
I don't know if you were.
I don't
annoying.
want to break this up.
It's annoying.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Round over. Also,
There's Oh my god, Dayton's magic rant. Just
One thing you've missed out.
Dayton's
I want
magic
to do it
rant.
after
yeah.
this what we've been playing. It just missed
Okay.
out.
What?
I'm not going to say it.
Why?
Oh yeah, I got it.
Yes.
What?
No, just carry on.
Oh, I
carry
don't
on.
want to.
We'll say that in it.
Goodness. So Tiny Brains, we have been playing. Now that's just come out in the US. Which came out December 3rd. It's out December 11th in Europe. Fantastic game from Spearhead Games. Their first title actually on the market. And Spearhead Games is founded by a couple of people. One of whom is Simon Darvo. Is that name?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds about right. who actually worked on Assassin's Creed 3 and some of the pivotal gameplay mechanics within that. And the team is made up from people from EA and Ubisoft, people who have worked on Dead Space, Assassin's Creed, all those games, Need for Speed, I think, as well. But the game that they've created isn't a game you necessarily would, you definitely wouldn't relate to the games they've worked on in the past. So it's a game which focuses on 4 rodents. You've got a mouse, a rabbit, a gerbil, and a bat. And they each have these powers, and you have to use each of their...
Not a rodent, it's a...
You have to use each of their powers in tandem to then make your way through the levels and solve these puzzles. So, what do you guys think of the game? What do you...
Awesome.
Did you explain one of the things I was looking forward to.
The powers? No, I didn't.
So
How about you explain the powers?
You've got push, which is a force push. You've got pull, force pull. You've got to create, so it kind of creates this ice block, and then when you use the power again, the ice block almost explodes and gives you like if you stand on it, it gives you like a higher jump.
A boost.
Upward boost. And then you've got a teleport, which essentially swaps places with the target object. Obviously there's a few limitations. You can only push objects so far, and only in a straight line. The pull, again, only has a certain distance. With the create, the block only lasts so long. And the teleport, you have to be in direct line of sight with it and at the same level as well. But other than that, I think it's pretty much the distances as far as you want. And then once you've used the powers on an object, then you have like a couple of seconds recharge time. But it's a great little game. Good, much. I think Josh was playing the story mode for the review. It's just single player. So when you're playing single player, you have access to all the creatures, but only one on screen. So you use L1 and R1 to change between the 4 different characters.
Well, and you can also use, of course, up to 4 players in single player.
Yeah,
in
that's
the
what I was
campaign.
going to say. It seems harder with 3 people because
It's a
you've
coordination.
usually got one person saying it's one character, one person saying another character, and then the third person swapping between 2. But with 4 people, I think it'd be nearly impossible.
But it is a lot more fun
coordinate.
because you're shouting at each other and you're really getting.
It's
quite
just you're
ramped
just
up.
shouting words like switch,
Yeah.
switch.
Yeah, and
mouse,
then we were
switch.
trying to do switch, meaning the teleport guy, because he switches places with the object, but then there was a switch, like a button switch on the screen. It was like switch,
Yeah.
and I was like, I'm on the switch. Like, no, switch, yes, I'm on switch. Switch, no!
mouse, switch.
Switch, mouse, switch, I'm on the switch. Oh, we're dead.
Yeah, no, I did come across quite a few tricky places playing it single player. But then again, the puzzles actually change a little bit. So there might be a switch missing or a block missing or anything else. So they do ramp up. So for instance, I got to a stage where I thought, how the hell am I going to do this with one person? So I just turned on one of my other controllers to bring in another person, and then all of a sudden the switch went. I was like, oh, well, that's even harder. I don't even know how I'm going to do this now. And so then I got rid of it and I eventually did it. One thing to be said, though, is that the campaign is incredibly short. I mean, you could realistically do that in
an hour.
in an hour. But that's no bad thing because it helps you to therefore, because at the end of each round, each chapter, you're calculated on how long it took you to accomplish it.
Yeah, replay value.
Yeah, so the replay value is quite enormous, actually.
And there's also, once you've completed the campaign once, you can then do it in a...
Hard mode with only one life.
Yeah, so one life, basically, when you die, that's it.
Oh my god,
Which would suck. And what was the other one?
Tiny trolls with friendly fire.
Friendly fire, so your powers work on
Amazing.
the other rodents, which would be fun, but
yes.
we'd get nowhere.
No, we wouldn't.
And then there's obviously the challenge maps, and there's
Tiny soccer.
There's Tiny Soccer, which is a little mini game where each rodent you play has access to all 4 powers using R1, R2,
terrible.
R1, L2.
You should definitely
So you
not
have 2 aside.
teleportation.
You've basically just got to get the ball into the person's goal. But you can start pushing it away, then the other person just runs to your goal, teleports, and starts pushing it towards your goal, or you can pull it, or create a block and knock it into them, and it goes crazy. Starts going crazy. But there's also obviously challenge maps, and within that there's 3 different types.
Yeah, so there's your bowl challenges, 4 of those, and then puzzle challenges, which I believe are 4 of those. There are a few secret ones that we hadn't unlocked because we need to get cheeses in the campaign.
And a combat challenge as well.
And combat challenge. Notably as well, if you do happen to find a cheese, a collectible wedge of cheese in the main game, 20 of them, they actually freezes the game for a couple of seconds. It's a bit strange. I expect there to be a patch out upon release for the European version, possibly. But yeah, it is very strange. And in forms of DLC, though, I'm not too sure if you might see. Oh, I'm sure we would.
Maybe another story,
another chapter, or
extra puzzles.
Yeah, because I'm not too sure if releasing
maybe even
entirely
a different
new.
set of characters.
Oh, that's very true.
Ooh.
What other powers? Oh my god, this is so good. What other powers would you like to see in the game?
Freeze an item for an amount of time, or
Yeah.
make it float for
or
a
like
bit.
stop freeze.
Stop
sort of thing.
time. Maybe?
Like, so if the leaves going up and down a platform, you can freeze it just for a few seconds.
Yeah.
Or maybe. Oh god, I don't know. What else can you have?
Like levitate the item for a few seconds, like stop it from rolling, or like make it glide over a hole.
I'm sure.
Levitate push.
I'm sure the reason why the story is so short is, well, at least all because puzzles are so hard to refine. And the thing is, with each of the puzzles, you can do them in so many different ways.
Yeah.
There are a multitude of ways. I mean, I thought, oh, you have to do a puzzle in this way, and I did it a totally different way as before. When me and Ben played some of the build at E3, which was, I believe, the first time the press could play it, it was fantastic then. But it has changed quite a bit since last time in just the feel of the game and things. Still great. And of course it has this nice, cute, cartoony style to it, which is...
a rather fun narrator.
Yeah, it has a fun narrator
on
it, and it's very charming as well, the aesthetics, and has a lot of humour inside of it. A lot of humour, and it just it feels very old school in a sense. I don't know if you might have felt that
I
as
just found
well.
the graphics were a bit almost like comic booky. I'm not really sure. They
Like-
were
yeah,
they weren't
sort of
like
like-
crystal kind of clear. Like
Well, they
I was
weren't
expecting,
cell
but
shaded. They were sort of
Yeah, it was a Borderlands 2 come comic book.
yeah, kind of
I don't
True.
know how to explain. You know, when comic books, how they print it is like in dots.
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit like that. That's what I am.
Well, that's your own interpretation of it, which is
I liked it.
good.
It works. It's
Yeah,
cool.
no, it does.
It's really cool.
It does.
My favourite part was the piano.
Yeah, there are a few just again funny little sections, nothing major, but the small things you'll come across and you'll be like, oh, that's a neat addition. But yeah, we implore you to download the title. So there's going to be a demo for it as well. So download the demo and make your own decisions. But we're pretty sure you're going to come away liking it anyway. And,
Definitely going to be one of those games you buy because your friends have got it,
Yeah,
just to play online with them.
yeah,
Four of you
exactly. It
playing
is
together.
online as well, so not just local co-op, but it is online as well. Yeah, so that's a fantastic game. Was there another game you guys wanted to bring up? One you were trying to say earlier? You were
that wasn't a
miming to each
game.
other?
No.
No, that wasn't the game. That's the
It was
feature.
about PS4 system.
Oh.
We'll get onto after.
Okay,
we do
we'll
that.
go into it later. Okay, well that's what we've been playing.
Actually, I've also been playing
Oh.
stuff. Thank
Okay.
you for asking. Just because I don't have a PS4.
Oh, sorry.
I do still have my Vita.
Oh. Yeah, of course.
I actually all I've been playing is FIFA, and I know we're not the big sporting game fans. Anyways,
Sport fan
I
games.
still do enjoy FIFA every now and then.
FIFA.
But just as a side note, it's very good on PS Vita if you're planning. If you do have one and you think, oh, good FIFA, but it'd be shit 'cause it's on handheld. It's very good and it makes good use of the front and back touchpads. That's just a side note to let all you lovely listeners know.
Good. Fantastic. Well, I guess now what we can talk about is news of the last few weeks. Okay, so now it's on to news of the last few weeks, and it's all about DOS Next Gen. Tom, do you want to read out the first topic?
Yeah, Sony and PS4.
Yes.
And about their best ever UK launch. Ever!
Yes.
Twice evers.
Yes, twice ever.
Yes, Tom.
Also, of course, Microsoft launched the Xbox One.
Oh, it was pretty bit of a bomb.
No, they
Bit
did
of a
well.
bum.
They did well.
Not very
Sony, well, Xbox One managed to sell in 48 hours in the UK, 150,000 units.
Oh, cute.
PlayStation 4 managed to sell 250,000 units.
Oh.
But again, I think it's going to be a very close battle between the two.
No.
They're both very good consoles. Of course,
No.
we have PlayStation 4s. I seriously
We've
know.
played Xbox Ones, and we know.
I think I
that
know what your
they're
Magic
good.
Minute's going to be about, and it's going to be about stairs, isn't it? Yeah, already sorted. There we go. Now Sony
And the fact that 1080p.
okay,
goes
let's
from
not start this now. Your Magic Minute's going to start later. Okay, so just don't give me those eyes. Just shh. All right.
Okay.
So Sony did indeed have their best UK launch ever, breaking all records. In total, though, across the world so far, they've sold at least 2.1 million consoles. Now, funny thing is, well, I guess it's not so funny, but Sony sold more PlayStation 4s in the UK in 2 days than the Wii U has in its entire lifetime of a year. Which it's so sad to see. I love Nintendo, and I am eventually going to get a Wii U.
You bought a Wii U.
Yeah, he saw me buying it.
No, he bought one for his friend. And do you know when I'm going to get a
Still
Wii
bought
U?
it.
I'm
Never.
I'm going to get a Wii U when Mario Kart 8 comes out, and then I'll get all the other Nintendo games which will already be out by
Smash
then.
Bros.
The Wii won't be out.
Smash Bros. Oh yeah, of course, Smash Bros as well. That's coming out. Oh my
What
god,
game is it?
those are going to be really good games.
You really good.
So, have you guys got anything to comment on?
The inter...
Yeah. Interspecies what?
Sexuality.
Okay.
Interspecies.
Tom. Ah, shit. Tom, come into the conversation with me.
I am in the conversation.
Okay.
I was going to say something.
Yeah?
I don't remember.
Well, think about it whilst Tom carries on the conversation.
But I wasn't carrying on anything in the first place. I don't know what to say.
Start a conversation.
Hi. I'm Tom. I'm
About-
20 years old.
About the Sony news. Yeah.
They did very good. They
Yeah.
did good on sales.
Yeah, they did. Anything to comment on Nintendo, who recently they were one of the lead people over at Naughty Dog regarded Nintendo as irrelevant in the hardware market.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Apart from handheld.
Because they
in the handheld, they're incredibly good.
No, actually,
Yeah.
it's Vita now, so yeah, also relevant.
And he also said it's a crime when not.
Pokemon.
It's also okay.
Killzone
He also
is inferior to Pokemon.
Okay.
Yep.
He also said that it's a crime that we're not playing the likes of all these great Nintendo games on every other console. Which I think the question is, could you guys ever see a situation when first-party Nintendo games come to PlayStation and Microsoft?
When
No,
they don't make
Xbox.
enough money selling the consoles, which will be in about a year.
So do you think that's going to happen? Do you
I
think
think
there's
I'd love
any
it to happen,
chance?
because I think that's the only way they're gonna make more money.
Oh my
That's
god,
their
that'd be
only
amazing.
claw left in the
It is.
market.
It is.
For example, if they went, all right, well, we're sell out Pokemon. Who's going to buy a Nintendo
Well, not
DS
po-
anymore?
Wait, no.
Or-
why would they
or
do it
those-
Pokemon?
Oh, no, say those things. So, for example,
Well, no, it'd be more relevant
Smash
to
Bros.
Smash
your-
Smash Bros go out. But
Yeah.
the reason, and like you just said yourself, your own words are only buy a Wii U for Smash Bros and Mario Kart 8. If they gave those away to PlayStation and others,
That's
Do you think
true.
they make
they'd be
enough money
losing.
from the console sales anyway? They probably
Not
make more
really.
money if they just focus on games. They could smash out a
Maybe.
load of awesome games.
Maybe, I guess, but then it would go to the game developer, not the... Because it wouldn't be Nintendo anymore, it would be Sony.
Doing what? They wouldn't be making the games.
I know they wouldn't be... Exactly, so they don't make the games. So if they sold out the licenses, and you're right, well... okay, right,
Yeah, but-
Game Freak, you can go sell to Sony now, this, that and the other. Obviously,
True.
yeah, they'd be getting
True,
licensing fees for the names.
Yeah, but in
But that's it.
terms of Nintendo games and all that stuff, they'd still be, their in-house first-party Nintendo games developed. Well, I'd hope developed by Nintendo, but releasing on other platforms.
I don't think they'd ever do it unless they just went.
Well, I don't know.
That's their
man.
only-
I don't
that's
know.
their
It's
only
looking
reason
like
for
a
people
very
to buy it.
bleak future. And I know about a year into the PlayStation Vita life cycle, it was looking very bleak as well. But it hardly had any software. But
They're
again, that's
concentrating on this,
slowly
so
coming
that's
back.
why.
I guess we'll have to wait another year. So join us probably in Podcast number, don't know what it
Well,
would be.
we've got 15 in a year. It should be about 32.
No, in a year, if we do it every 2 weeks, realistically, we should get around about 26.
Yeah,
So look out for podcast episode number
29?
45.
Should be
29?
27 a year. No, wait.
Yeah.
No, 52, sorry.
52.
Well, including 16, 17 given this year.
Okay,
possibly.
right, okay.
Then,
Yeah.
look out for around about 47, nearly 50, and come back to us. But in the meantime, yes, it's a very bleak situation. It's very sad to see. Moving on to other news, the Spike Video Game Awards is on Saturday, which will be the 7th of December. Oh my god, it's come around so quick. We're already in December, and I've been waiting for the
Wait,
video.
the 7th?
Yeah.
So,
And I've been waiting for the Video Game Awards for a long time, because I have a feeling that Rocksteady are going to announce the next Batman game.
I don't think they will.
I
I
think
think
they
they're going to
will.
hold out.
No, they will. Trust me.
Really?
Actually, no, it won't happen.
No, it won't.
No, well, what about Arkham? Arkham City was announced 3 months after Arkham Asylum was released.
Yeah, I think they're going to hold this one closer to their chest. I haven't really had that
They've
long.
held it close to the chest for 3
Exact-
years.
Yeah, exactly. It's not enough time. Look at
course it
Skyrim.
is.
Look how long they were making Skyrim before they announced it.
It's not even comparable.
Skyrim was much bigger and better.
Skyrim
game.
was... Oh, yeah. Skyrim, they had that 10 years in the running. They
Well,
had
probably from
Elder
inception.
But it is like 20 times the size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even
That's
so,
okay.
they still hold it close to their chest. Like all the
How
all,
much
all
do
the
you want
other
to bet
scrolls.
they're going to show the new Batman game, even in the slightest of forms?
I
at
bet you
the
Tom's
show?
virginity.
Oh,
That's-
we all know that's
that's-
all gone.
Yeah, non-refundable.
No,
Sorry.
I want it from you.
No.
You've got it. I know you took it. I know you took it from him.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
big chin ticket.
Well, some things that are near enough confirmed are that the new Tomb Raider is going to be announced. And actually a Tomb Raider collection. So well, I
Really
say
play the last
collection.
one.
So it's going to be the last one that you actually got on PS3.
Yeah.
And apparently they're re-releasing it on next-gen consoles, which makes sense because a lot of the games from this year, in my mind, the good ones should be re-released on next-gen so they get more plays. as it were.
Batman.
Yeah, Batman. You never know. So Eric
Yeah,
Holmes,
GTA.
if you're listening, then please.
GTA.
Oh, GTA. I have a feeling it will come. Yeah, I have a feeling Rockstar
It'll be
are
a lot better.
rekindling it and thinking, yeah, we can do all this. We'll just take another year.
They've just gained
and a half.
250,000 new buyers, to potential buyers in the UK.
I think
Well, in
a lot
total,
of people would
yeah,
definitely get it on
exactly.
PS4.
Yeah, definitely. No, it's a no-brainer. I think there are plenty of games, current gen, that are going to make the crossover. It makes sense. But yeah, Square Enix are readying 2 trailers, apparently, for the VGAs, both of which I presume... Oh no, not Square Enix, I think Crystal Dynamics. I don't know, Crystal Dynamics or Square Enix. Either the publisher or the developer. One of the two. If it's Crystal Dynamics, then it would be Tomb Raider. If it's Square Enix, it could be a lot of different types. Everything from Deus Ex to
Sorcerer.
Tomb Raider or Hitman, something along those lines. There's going to be more info on... I was actually going to say it as its
but
real
you're gonna say
name.
that.
Titanfield 4. Titanfall.
Cannot wait.
Which is going to be very, very cool. That might be actually the only reason I buy an Xbox One. I know it's on Xbox 360 and I know it's on PC, but to experience
Your
it
PC
in
won't
its
match.
best, then I can imagine myself getting an Xbox One. So yeah, Titanfall is going to have more details released. Of course, we've only seen a handful of maps, and
I won every
there's
time.
going to be so much more. You have to imagine how much variation there's going to be. Hopefully, they've taken our ideas with customizable Titans.
Yeah, with Hello
With,
Kitty hats.
yeah, with little Hello Kitty hats and little fezzes.
George K. Nelson, where are you right now?
Whereas
Yeah.
Need your-
mine's gonna
I
wear
got
a
my
sash.
little Hello Kitty hat
Oh,
on.
come Oh,
Did he
gosh.
say that? I can't remember.
It's something about a Hello Kitty hat.
Yeah, and he did it in a slightly queer voice.
Slightly
We're in Germany.
Extremely queer voice.
more bent than a roundabout with that
Oh,
voice.
wow. So yeah, VGAs are up and coming. Very exciting
Before
stuff.
we hop on any further,
Yep.
features we're happy about before we move on to the bad things.
Features on what?
PS4.
PlayStation 4.
Well, we're not bringing that up yet because
You
we've
just
got the
moved
main
it.
topic.
I thought you just moved there. Like
What?
this part here.
Yeah, what about that?
Yeah, that's
and
the
then
bad
that.
stuff.
Yeah, that's bad stuff.
Yeah, you
That's how it
can't.
goes with the main topic.
Yeah.
But no, but this is news. This is just a little bit of news.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, right. I thought you were like in the middle, like. No, sorry.
We're very organised with this podcast. As you can
Extremely
clearly tell.
organised.
Yeah,
Every single episode. You should know that by now. Listen to episode 1. Amazing.
Oh God, no.
I quoted from that the other day.
So,
By Alicia. She said, what was it? I'm going to get all my games, make a fort. If you come near me, I'll cut your fingers off.
amazing.
She quoted it back to me.
I think
that. I can't remember.
That's amazing. So, another piece of news is that with next generation consoles now out, pretty much across the world, except from, I guess, Japan, which is the next big place for it to be released.
Tokyo.
Don't know how the Xbox could do there, never really did well in total. But anyway, as expected, inevitable really, broken machines are returning to Sony and Microsoft as a small portion of consoles have been affected, and actually Matt Evans, who is a writer at Start Replay, his console unfortunately got affected with HDMI issues, which is a real shame. We're really sorry to hear, Matt. I know he did a 24-hour gaming marathon to raise money for special effect. That more than likely has nothing to do with why it's broken. It's just a real shame to see. But Sony are sending one out in a couple of days, apparently. Which,
Yes, a couple of
should be
days
good.
after Christmas.
A couple of days out.
Yeah, if they've got spare stock just to be sending
Yeah.
around,
No, of course.
they can
Yeah.
go fuck themselves.
Now, a lot of people are finding it hard to try and find stock on next-gen consoles. But we were in game today, and they actually had some live stock of PlayStation 4 to sell, but head office said that they could only sell it in the big bundles of £550. It's not too bad considering, because you get a lot for your money.
Is that like the same price as the original PS3?
The PS3 was £425. I know, it's criminal, and I actually bought one.
Oh,
Crazy times.
I paid how much for mine?
I have no idea.
You bought it.
What?
You bought it.
That, Was that your first PlayStation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, right, £70.
Well.
£70.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With
amazing
Tom
times.
Cruise.
But to be fair, the
I think that was
PlayStation
my
3,
money,
the first
my own
one, was a lot more like a PC in terms. It had a small memory card
Yes.
reader with a lot
Yeah,
of
it
combat
did.
flash and everything. And it was amazing. Fantastic bit of kit. And it also had an emulator, so you could play PS2 and PS1 games. I know you could play
Something
PS1
they should
games
have
on most.
kept. They should have kept that.
Yeah, but making money and all that stuff.
Damn them.
Jazz.
Another bit of news before I go on to you guys, if I've missed anything, is Metal Gear Solid 5. Now, that has been in the making for probably a couple of years now, and we are soon going to get Ground Zeroes, which is sort of a setup to the main game, to number 5. Almost imagine it as Hideo Kojima said in a recent interview, like the first 15 to 20 minutes of a film. It really sets up the major part of the next game. So that's going to be released separately, I think, for maybe £20-30. It's going to really consist of one mission, but it's going to be a very open-ended mission where you can approach it from many different ways. And there's also a small feature in that for PlayStation and Xbox users called a Deja Vu, where you can play as the old character Snake from the PlayStation 1, and it's going to have a lot of the same scenarios and things, which looks very, very fun. I look forward to that. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain, which is the official 5th entry, is apparently going to take a little longer than expected, which is why Ground Zeroes is almost serving as an appetizer to keep people invested until the main game comes out. Now, out of Ben and Tom, I'm the most hyped up Metal Gear Solid fan there is. So asking for these guys' opinions on it would sort of be like asking a brick wall how its day has been.
Metal Gear what?
Exactly.
Metal Gear
So
Soft.
after that bit of news, which I'm very excited for, I'm just going to see if the guys have anything I've missed out over the past couple of weeks, which I probably have. So, go!
Let me have a. I was trying to think while you were talking if there's
Yeah.
anything I've really heard
So
of
did I.
or seen. The only main things are the lack of games on release for PlayStation 4.
Yeah, that's due to Drive Club and Watch Dogs.
Yeah,
Delay.
but which we covered in one of the last podcasts.
Yeah.
But it's more, they are now getting back onto the track of things. There are a lot more games coming out, like Josh heard, Injustice, a few of the old ones that
Yeah,
they're
most of them
bringing
are just
over.
like- Just re-
They're bringing, but
Reboot.
they're doing something about it. They're not just leaving us
What's
out
a
with
console
4
launch?
choices.
There's still plenty of games.
Oh,
You got
obviously.
Flower, you got Contrast, you've got Sound Shapes. If you bought them before, you get them for free.
Yeah.
Fantastic games.
I know,
Have you guys played Flower?
I've not.
a little bit.
I can't. I looked at the video for it and can't warrant myself spending £7.99 on it.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
It looks fun, but not something to sit playing.
Right. So, not any
Not
major pieces of news?
I was really
Trying to think about. Well, a quick bit is we saw a little bit on the internet about Black Ops 3 being teased
We got by the
voice actor, which is cool.
Yeah.
Like, pretty much expected. I mean, it's a year away, so they're probably already working on Ghosts 2 by now. So,
Well, if you play the story, then
oh yeah, I haven't completed it yet, but
Nope.
I look forward to it.
I haven't started it yet.
Yeah, of course we're very lucky at Story Play to get quite a few review codes.
I've got Battlefield 4. I haven't even unwrapped it yet.
So
on
yeah,
PlayStation 4.
yeah, you got it on PlayStation 4.
I got it with the bundle. I got.
Fancy
I haven't
stuff,
even opened
right?
it up.
Yeah, if only we were.
We need to play Battlefield 4.
If only we were good friends with people at EA, then we might have got.
Yeah,
Need for
EA.
Speed
Why
and-
didn't you invite us to your booth?
Yeah,
EA
EA.
and Ubisoft.
No, actually, well, we did get Ubisoft review
Not
code.
in EA, not in E3.
Not at E3 or Gamescom. Well, next time, guys.
Next time we just shove.
We're gonna
Tom
be
in
there. We're gonna be there.
Be the Czechoslovakian
Yeah.
Me and
team.
me and
start
Tom, me and Tom are gonna be there.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna know people and we're
I'll give you moral support on
I
Skype.
completely agree. Yeah.
Speak one at a time, please.
Yes.
No, I don't want to do that. You want to do that? I think we should do
I
that.
completely agree.
Okay.
Okay,
it's a really good
fantastic.
point.
So let's
Quite-
move on.
Fabulous.
Let's on to the main. Let's move on to the main topic. Eunice listened
some
to our last
news.
podcast
Who's
and
Eunice?
just offered a little bit of advice.
Oh right, yes.
Try
Try and be more.
Well, try not to get carried away with patheticness.
We haven't
Which I
climbed
think
to each
is
other once yet.
mainly from Tom.
We haven't climbed to each other once or pinned someone down.
No, we haven't done any of that.
I know.
Fantastic. There's been no pizzas flying about. Nothing. Fantastic.
It's really, really peaceful in here. I could fall asleep.
Oh, yeah, okay. So let's move on to the main topic, which is what do we think of the PlayStation 4's inception? Now, of course, we could talk about the Xbox One, but we don't have it, so we can't talk much about it. Other side, we're excited next gen is here.
It's black.
It is, same as the PlayStation 4, unless you got a white Xbox One and you bought it for charity and spent a lot of money on it. But yes, the
I did.
PlayStation 4 is here. Myself and Ben have it.
Yes.
Tom doesn't, should have soon. Big features, what you're happy about, first impressions, go Ben.
It has a party mode.
Okay, fantastic. So I did an unboxing video.
Thanks
now.
for listening to the podcast. Lovely.
Yeah, Ben?
Party mode.
Party mode?
party
Finally.
Since I was a major Xbox player until these two said, right, it's time to get a PS3 and play with us. I went, okay, I'll get a PS3 because I'll play with them because they play stuff and I wanted to play stuff, and it seemed like the right thing to do.
It did.
So I got it, and not look back. Problem was, you can only talk to them if they're in the same game as you are, in the same team as you are, doing the same thing as you are. Which really I didn't like, to be honest, because it'd be very annoying where you'd be talking to them and suddenly, oh, Tom's dead, mid-conversation.
Yeah, any
Okay,
loading
right, well.
screen or anything.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
No, yeah, exactly the same thing. So you'll be talking. Oh, game's about to start. I'll speak to you in 5 minutes.
Yeah, because I'm instinctively stopping talking when a loading screen comes up, or if I'm loading into a game or going in the menu doing anything. So, and then, or I forget Ben's there, or I think Ben's gone because obviously Ben's been disconnected as I've gone into a loading screen or menu, or gone into a movie. Let's say.
He was so surprised.
And then I'm
he
like,
could
oh
hear
my
me during the
God.
movie.
Oh
He put
my
a movie
God.
on. He goes, okay, right, Ben, put a movie on now, and it's just
Ben,
Okay.
can you hear me?
yeah. Why?
Awesome! Yeah.
Oh, good, it works then.
So-
Fantastic.
Yeah,
And then it was. I wonder. No, the last thing I heard from him during that conversation was, "I wonder if I can still hear you if I log out." I'm gonna.
What a stupid.
yeah, that was the only thing you couldn't do.
Yeah, log out of your
which,
PlayStation account.
I wonder if they can hear if I
Yeah.
turn it off.
Yeah, I wonder if you can hear me if I turn off, put it in standby mode. Yeah, so no, I think.
But really, yeah, you can have. I don't think there's a limit on the Pi.
No, I wouldn't expect.
On the
there to be.
Xbox, there was a limit of 12, I believe, or 16, one or two. But I don't think there's an
Quite a
actual.
lot.
Again, the
Not
most I've
really
ever been
much
in
more
with
there.
3 people
Yeah, yeah, no, true.
before his Xbox, before his PS3 went.
Well, I know the cap of your friend list has gone up from 1,000 to 2,000.
Ooh.
I don't know who the hell would have at least 2,000 friends.
Obviously, Eric Holmes or something like that.
YouTubers.
YouTubers, it's very true.
They must just mute
They have
all
to cater
requests.
for all those YouTubers.
Oh, they've taken away a feature I don't like.
What is
What?
Sorry, that was me.
But you don't like the feature?
As
or
in,
you
they've
don't
taken
like
away a
they've taken it
feature,
away?
and I don't like they've taken it
Okay.
away. Before, if you had an inbox full of invites, from Tom that I've just ignored, or Josh that I've just ignored.
Delete all.
Yeah, delete all gone.
No!
Yes, you can't select the invoice. You've got to go through each one, hit options, like go to notifications, notifications,
Or you go on
go to
messages.
invitations. Oh, you've not got any, bitch.
Wait, you go on messages.
No, you could. Like,
Oh, that's actual messages,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right
Okay,
click.
so
Like,
for
go
those who are
notifications,
currently
go into that.
listening,
Go to that.
Tom and Ben are
can
currently
delete those by
navigating the
pressing,
PlayStation 4 just to
options, I believe.
show themselves things.
No, okay. Well, it's normally invitations, but there's no options buttons on the invitation actual
Lol.
box. You've got to
Lol.
go into each one and hit
Oh,
options, delete,
goodness.
options, delete, options, delete, options, delete.
So yeah, the party chat is fantastic, minus that one feature that we're missing.
Name requests.
Um,
That's me.
yeah, name request.
What is that?
Basically, you share your real name
Yeah.
rather than your player
Oh,
name.
yeah.
Yeah, I quite like that. You can log in with your Facebook profile and share, obviously, images, video clips through games, which we've already done a lot of. And then you can also share your profile picture, so you can put anything. I, ironically, have an Xbox 360 picture of a related one of me with Master Chief and Xbox Party.
Oh,
which,
an Xbox logo behind you.
with an Xbox logo behind me. So
I've got my
it's-
Batman one.
yeah, it works so well, obviously. And then you can share your real name, which I think is quite nice if you're playing with a lot of friends, because it gives that really personal touch to your account. But also when you're playing with people, it really blends in well.
Well, obviously, only your friends can see your real name. People you've
Or
allowed.
people, people you've allowed can see your name. So don't worry about those. Worried about their privacy. Other things about the PlayStation 4. Now, I did an unboxing. Just first of all, I was quite surprised just with the packaging. It was very, very neat, very tidy. I just opened up the box. Console was there. Bunk. Took it out. Everything was just very simple, very easy. But I also changed the hard drive from 500 gigabytes to a terabyte, which is, again, very easy. You just pop off the front cover, undo some screws, change out to a 2.5-inch hard
Void
drive.
the warranty, hit it with a hammer, put it back together, glue required.
You don't void the warranty
Easy.
at all. It's entirely allowed. Yeah.
It's a modification you're allowed to do.
Yeah, exactly. So you can put any 2.5-inch
I
hard
was
drive
surprised how
Even
easy it
though-
was. When Josh
Yeah.
showed me, I was like,
Even though
Even,
Jason
yeah.
Jason upgraded his hard
Yeah.
drive, he tried sending it back and they refused to repair it because it was a modification they didn't allow.
Oh, right. Well,
That was on
fantastic.
PS3, not the PS4, obviously.
Well, of course you could do it on PS3, but now on PS4 it's even easier. And you could put a hybrid hard drive in, or you could put a fully SSD hard drive in. It's really up to you. So, yeah. Go nuts, spend the money.
To be fair, I've got the standard disc. I don't notice any difference in... I don't know difference, but I don't know any lag in loading speeds or swapping the menus.
Well, no, but if you do use a hybrid, then the files that you use more of are going to be... So if you have
Faster,
downloadable
yes.
games, so if you downloaded Call of Duty, then I expect it to load quicker.
I
would imagine it would. If it's all on the hard drive.
It's pretty fast, even though it's a fully downloaded 8 gig file, but not as big as games, per
Yeah.
se.
And how much was your hard drive, Josh?
My hard drive was £55, including shipping, on a Samsung 2.5-inch 1 terabyte drive.
And
Bargain.
Was that a hybrid or was
Bargain.
that just a normal?
Just a normal
Straight
one.
out.
But bargain. Really good, really easy to do. I had a little bit of problems when I was installing or reinstalling the software, because the update that I was supposed to download from Sony's website was actually the wrong one. I was, again, a little annoyed because it wasn't really labelled until I did some research and found there were 2 updates. So there was one around about 300 megabytes, and there was another one near a gigabyte. The gigabyte one is the one you needed if you had a different hard drive entirely, so there were no hiccups. But
Any different hard drive entirely. 300 megabytes was the one, just if you were reinstalling it on
Yeah.
your original hard
oh
drive.
yeah, so well no, just if you were updating the system,
Okay.
just entirely because I already downloaded it onto a memory stick to try and do it quicker.
Yeah.
And then I realised, oh god, I'm seeing errors. What's happening? But it was fine.
Oh god, it's dead on arrival.
Yeah,
No,
oh god,
no.
it's dead on arrival.
Did you even switch it on before you changed the hard drive?
No, I didn't switch it on
Mad.
at all. I
Fucking mad.
I just
I'd play it for about a day and be like, oh yeah, unboxing right, okay.
no. I did the unboxing video as soon as I got the system, and then yeah, pretty much.
It was a very nifty menu system as well, I'd like to mention.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
very nice, nifty, smooth menu system.
The only trouble I think I'll find is if I have loads of games, this is going to get
I
really
believe you
pissy.
can do folders.
Yeah, that's a little.
Press options.
Yeah, I don't think you
Options.
can at the moment.
No? I think you can do. I'm pretty sure she'll folder somewhere.
Well, we'll be able
Might
to
be
find out in a
settings
bit.
or
Have you
storage
played? Oh,
settings.
also DCU Online is a game that I downloaded.
I haven't
think
on
we
PS3. I haven't
need
done
to play it.
PS4 yet.
Which I also downloaded in standby mode. So this is about a 32 gig game, and I went to sleep around about 2 in the morning and put it on to download. And by the time I woke up at 8, it was all downloaded.
Went past
Lovely. And I put it in standby mode, which you can also charge
yeah.
from the USB ports and do a whole range of different things. So I was really happy about that. Everything's really easy. It installs itself. You can also download and install games whilst you're playing anything else. Just really seamless, really simple. Overall, very impressed. Very impressed.
So has it still got the PSN? Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, with the whole update when you sleep and.
Turns on.
Everything
yeah,
will
whenever you set the
just
time.
update automatically. All games will update, and also just a nifty little bit to show you, even though our listeners can't see it, is if you. Sorry, Tom, I'm just going to move out from where you've got yourself.
That's fine.
If you go onto a game, and now aside from dropping down with the D-pad and giving you lots of updates of what your friend's been doing with that particular game, and the videos that you've uploaded and all the information related to it, if we go back out and press. Oh, Sean Connery's back in the podcast for the 15th time. It's nice to have Sean back in the podcast. Sean. Okay.
Sean Goose.
So if we press the options button, it's on some games. Let's have a little look here.
It's
Let's
not.
go
It's
to
actually,
update history. So something that's received an update. If you click on it, it'll actually tell you what has been updated in the game. So it could range from.
Well, it normally would.
Okay, it would normally would. If we back onto something recent, that might have happened. Okay, update history on Tiny Brains. So it added online multiplayer functionality to the Tiny Brains story and Tiny Challenges, improved leaderboard functionality, updated trophy icons, bugs fixed and all that. So I really find it quite impressive that if you update something, you actually know what's been updated and not like left
half
there.
the time probably say various bug fixes.
Yeah, but it's nice. Would you find it nice to have a more detailed synopsis of what's going on? So then you're like,
than
oh
nothing.
right. So then you'll notice and
Well,
be
yeah,
like,
it's
oh
better
yeah,
than
that's
sitting
been
there for
fixed.
4 hours waiting for this 10 gig download, and you go, well, what
Yeah.
was that?
What?
It was an update.
What was
Well,
it?
what was it? It was an update.
Yeah.
But what did you do? It was
No,
an
exactly. Like on here on Killzone, just a load of different things, and I haven't even realised they've been updated. It's just updated by itself. So yeah, overall.
Does it not tell you what's been updated when you
Impressed.
log in?
update. No, it doesn't.
not
Like with
really.
the PS3.
Well,
I've noticed.
sometimes if you
Well,
go
I've
in
noticed.
notifications.
Oh yeah,
it'll
notifications tell you what's
you-
downloaded update
Yeah, so it'll tell you
wise,
downloads update file
but not when you
um,
log in.
and everything like that. For instance, when I downloaded Injustice, it's about a 40 gig download, and it was downloading things whilst I was playing the game. So all the extra
Yes,
content,
that's one
extra
thing.
costumes.
While you're
Oh,
in game
yeah, I
online,
forgot about
it's
that.
downloaded. All it can't do, as far as I'm aware, is install.
Yeah,
You have to
you
leave
can
the
still
game.
play it.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
still play
exactly.
it. You leave the game, it installs the stuff, and you go back into it again. Easy.
Amazing.
So it works in the background. Also, so Josh mentioned earlier something called standby mode, which is a
Yes.
nifty little feature added into this
That's
one
lovely.
for a complete system. Being that you can put the machine into a standby mode, so it uses very limited power.
yeah.
Has a nice, very very calm orange light on the
Orange
front.
amber glow to
Yes.
it. Yeah.
If you've
What,
got
on the
On the bar,
on the,
the
yeah,
little
that
light
becomes an
strip.
amber. Same as what that is.
And also, if you're charging controllers, the same happens. It pulses this
like
orange
it's doing
glow.
right now. See what's doing right now?
See what
It's
that
pulsing
happens?
on and off.
So you
would
see
it
the
just-
controller. The controller, when you charge them on standby mode, or in any mode, when you're just charging the controller, they pulse through the light bar on the controller. This sort of orange. If we just turn the machine off.
He's put it in
No,
standby
standby.
mode.
Ah, he's
Must be
put it in
down-
standby.
I believe it's downloading so if it does that.
So hang on a second. Yeah. So if put on standby in a second, that light bar should turn orange.
Here we go. Oh.
In a second, now it's thinking about it.
I think
It's
it might be
doing
downloading
something.
something when it's doing that.
Quite
I
possibly.
did read that if it's doing something, it will flash
Yeah.
to signify it.
Well,
Orange
well-
mode. In the standby settings, you find in the settings menu you find power options.
Yeah.
Within power options, you find standby options. Within that option,
Yeah.
what have we done?
No,
Oh,
it's
turn
just
it on.
you just turn
Okay.
on.
Within that options, you have 4 little tick boxes. One, USB power. Obviously, this
Yeah.
will raise the consumption used by the
Yeah.
machine in standby mode, but it allows you to charge your devices when not
Yeah.
using the machine. Second one is allow it to turn on and download updates. For example, if you're away on your phone on the PlayStation app or on a computer or logged into your PSN account
Yeah.
and decide to buy a game or download it, as long as this option is ticked to turn on, download and install your stuff, your your PS4 will automatically kick in. It won't turn on the screen or turn on anymore. It will just start downloading, install everything, and then go back into standby mode, waiting for more options. If you go to settings,
I have had problems though when trying to download things with my PlayStation app. I don't know if you've incurred this, Ben.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't know if you've incurred this, but when trying to log in and buy something off the PlayStation Store on my PlayStation app, which you can buy on iOS or Android, it's had a server error when trying to log into the PlayStation Store.
When was that?
Because
their
a few days ago.
Oh, I don't know, because today the PSN network was down.
Right.
I was trying to.
It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Well, of course, I know that Sony have disabled.
It's early days in Europe, so I imagine they've got a few.
Yeah, Sony have disabled a lot of systems in Europe to help with all the traffic. But it's really annoying because I wanted to download something at work. And I just quickly logged on. I was like, I really want it, just waiting there when I was at home. But again, things don't take a long time to download.
No, not at all.
Which is great. So it's just the seamlessness and how everything really blends well together.
Ties in well together.
And it's just so easy to navigate, and whatever you're doing, you can share pretty much what's on screen. Let's talk about broadcasting.
Oh, yes.
Now, via Twitch or Ustream, you can press the share button, you can opt to upload a screenshot, upload a video of the last 15 minutes and trim that down, or you can broadcast. When you broadcast, if you have a PlayStation camera, it will display who is playing, well, via a very narrowed
image,
view field. And then people can comment on it, they can watch your stream on the internet, it'll post on your Facebook wall, or I think you can post it on Twitter, possibly.
I think it's just Facebook.
Yeah, I think it must just be Facebook. But it's a fantastic feature. I didn't realise you could actually log in with your Facebook account and do all these other features with it. So that's really fun. Ties them really well. Lets people keep updated with what you're doing on your system and any fun game. So let's say if we're reviewing a game, maybe a couple of days before release. Okay, there might be limitations onto what we would be able to show, but in theory, we could do a nice little stream.
Well, we can do a private broadcast.
Yeah, we could do a private broadcast, and that's quite fun.
That way, if you're playing a game, we can then watch and talk to you.
Yeah, exactly. Which is
so if we're at a party talking to you, while you're playing the game. Obviously, we've noticed a little bit of a delation. A delay.
It's been a delation, sir.
I was going to say. What's the word for dilution?
Lag.
No.
Dilution.
Dilution. It's what I mean.
Delay.
No, it's delay, but
delay,
it's
lag.
Dilution as word, same word. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. So you can view each other playing.
You can view each other playing, and you can obviously talk about it.
Yeah.
You can leave comments if you can't chat. So
you should, in theory, be able to take over the game as well.
Not quite yet. They've not implemented that yet,
but
they will have. So, for example, if someone's playing a game, they're stuck. You go hop in, take over the controls, play for a bit. They can. Cool. They have majority control all times. So if you start going, I'm gonna
wrecking
throw
everything,
your loot everywhere. You go, hey,
get off there,
get out of here, Sleerook, you little bugger,
little bugger, bugger.
Little runt.
Also, you can watch it via the Twitch and Ustream websites on your computer or on your app on your phone. So you don't need to be on a PS4 or even own a PS4 to watch someone.
Even cooler.
So you can
put comments down.
You can write down comments with text. Obviously, unfortunately, you can't chat to us, but you can hear us chatting, you can see us chatting, and you can write to us. We've had a fair few. Our max we hit out was 7 today when we were playing at Tiny Brains.
When we were playing Tiny Brains.
And the Batman 72.
The Batman 72
was chatting to us, so we'll give a nice shout out to Batman 72.
Batman 72, if you're listening to our podcast, thank you for watching us. And
we did endorse the website enough times, I'm sure he checked
it out. We did, hopefully.
Hopefully. Hey, Batman 72, have you checked out Start Replay? No? Okay, check Start Replay out.
Yeah, check Start Replay when you can. But when we were playing Tiny Brains as well, I sent the link over to the developer and one of the co-founders of Spearhead Games, Simon Davio. I'm going to say it totally wrong. Sorry, French. Simon, if I'm totally fluffing up your name. Surname. But he watched the live stream as well, which was a little bit daunting because he said, "I'm watching right now, hello." And I was like, wow, the creator of this game is watching us play his game. It's a little bit nerve-wracking. You know, it's like, what if I make a mistake? But then I was thinking, it's a
puzzle game, yeah.
It's
you
a puzzler,
to make mistakes.
Also, he put us to shame a bit because we spent a good few minutes trying to do the first
We got down to about under 10 seconds.
No, we got to around about 4 seconds.
4.4 or something like that, 4 seconds. And we said to him, how quickly can this be done?
said under a second.
Under a second. Under a second.
Fuck
How?
that.
It took us easily about maybe 30, 40 attempts to get under
How
4
is
seconds.
that possible?
And even then,
the
it was just-
coordination.
Yeah. Maybe a fourth player might help.
Yeah, no, I expect actually a fourth player would probably help.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, done. So yeah, no, that was very fun. So cool. So cool.
Mm-hmm.
Any other notable things about PlayStation 4 aside from it looking very sexy in
You
front of us
can,
right now?
oh yes, you can swap out from a game mid-game. Yeah, he's trying to connect to the internet. Don't know why.
What are you doing, Tom?
Just trying to
Tom's
connect to the internet.
broken the
I was
PlayStation.
getting to the internet. No, it's just...
Take it back.
Yeah,
Press the home
Tom
button. Press
has
the home button.
broken
You
PlayStation 4.
Oh, what?
I couldn't leave
no, dude.
Well, there you go.
You're done.
It should automatically connect, man.
It wasn't.
No, well, I know a
Yes.
way around it. So
As I was turn it off and on again.
yeah, turn on.
That's the way around.
Off and on.
For
There
it
you
all.
Hammer.
So anything else?
Yes, you can swap out to your main menu. I don't know if I mentioned
Controllers
this.
are nice. One.
From mid-game at any time. So you're in a
Right.
multiplayer game playing COD. You crawl down some bushes and go, wait a minute, I'm going to see if I don't know.
Something's downloaded.
It says
my game
downloaded,
said.
or actually I'm going to go to the store and start downloading stuff
Yeah,
while
yeah,
I'm waiting
exactly.
here.
You
can
can.
hop out of the game, go to the store, hit download, come back to find you've been raped.
There might be a little bit of lag though because the
Yeah.
store has been on and off
At
with
the
its
moment, but
productivity.
once it's all up and running, once they've got all the ironing bugs out and ironing bugs out, get those out.
As you can tell, guys, if you listen to the start of the podcast, Ben is still suffering from insomnia. So if he does eventually pass out or doesn't start making sense, like half of this podcast, then you'll know why.
I need more Coke.
It's a small disclaimer inside there. For those who currently can't understand Ben, don't worry, you're not going insane. He's suffering from insomnia. So yeah, PlayStation 4, amazing.
Don't worry, he can't understand you either.
Don't worry. Yeah. And well done to Sony. Well done. Congratulations. You've learned a lot of lessons from the PlayStation 3 launch, which was quite bad, in putting it lightly. But it's nice to see Sony put back on form. And there was a poster actually that someone mocked up, and it had the DualShock 4 controller, and then underneath it had from the makers of PlayStation 2. Because PlayStation 2, again, is heralded as one of Sony's best consoles. Next to, obviously, now the PlayStation 4, I suspect.
PlayStation 4's blown away the
It
PS2 in my eyes. now.
Oh, of course it has.
I wasn't
With
really
the-
sold on the PS3 for lack of features.
Yeah,
cuts and
it
corners.
had a very rough start of life cycle. So it's
Obviously now they've made it easier for developers and
yeah.
small puppets just to really push out there.
Well, Mark Cerny, the lead architect, who again I
You
shook
managed
the
to
hand
annoy-
of
you
and
annoyed the
really
hell out of.
pissed off. Yeah. Hopefully there'll be a time when I'm just in a suit next to him. I'll say, Mr. Cerny, yes. I was like, oh, hello.
I'd
You
like
probably
to
don't
sue
remember
you.
me, but I was in shorts and a really geeky top when I shook your hand
You didn't look impressed
those
at
years
all.
ago, and you did not look impressed.
You kind of look very annoyed actually.
Yes, you look really pissed off. Oh, sorry. But he said his vision for the perfect PlayStation 4 or so, or perfect next-gen PlayStation would be a PC. Which is, funnily enough, as it's an x86 architecture, same as PC in standard terms.
Well, 64 is now the basic.
Okay, 64, but
yeah,
still.
it's a little bit behind.
Yeah, okay. Technical man. Technical mumbo jumbo. Anything else before we move on?
Yes, I did think of saying it, but it's gone.
Okay.
It will be back. Go back. It might be on there.
No,
it's
it
not on
won't.
there. Okay.
PS4 system
Huh?
settings.
System settings, light
sharing,
bars,
parting.
sharing stuff.
Playroom.
Playroom.
Camera
There
and
we
all
go.
those things.
Playroom
New
is built
feature.
into the PlayStation
Yes,
4.
it's a new feature into
Quick
it.
question.
Yep.
Party chat. Can you do party video chat?
Not too
we
sure.
haven't tried. We haven't actually done it since I got
No,
the camera.
We haven't tried.
Okay.
We'll soon find out.
I don't think it has an option for it, does it?
Might do.
Yeah.
Well, I would look right now, but unfortunately Tom has bricked my PlayStation 4 by trying to set up an internet connection
When there already is one.
when there is already one. But don't worry, he'll learn.
When he gets his own, we're thrashing with it.
We,
Don't you worry.
we'll keep trying to set up
Spank
internet
him
connections
with-
on
with-
his console.
with-
I remember.
Remote
It's
play.
Kenny.
Remote play?
You haven't even done
Yes,
it yet.
yes, remote play.
Yeah, so I've tried remote play a little bit.
How is it?
It's on and off. I'd say don't get your hopes up for
Was that
how
just
well
your
it's
Wi-Fi?
been. Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with your Wi-Fi signal. If you have a very good strong Wi-Fi signal, that'll work superb for most of the time. But don't get your hopes up for it to work amazingly when you first try it. it has a lot of potential, and it's fun to use it, such as an extra controller in Tiny Brains. You can use it as if you don't have 4 controllers, or if you have 3 and you need an extra one, then you can use the PlayStation Vita as an extra controller, which is quite fun. There's a lot of potential, and it's cool. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's a must buy at the moment, but again, when me and Tom got it sparingly at Eurogamer, because it was a very, very good price, that was justified. I keep telling myself every night before I went to bed, it's justified.
It's justified. I don't need a duvet or a
Yeah.
pillow. It's justified. I bought a pillow.
Josh has only recently bought a pillow.
After not having one for the last
I
few
have a
months.
memory
6
foam
months.
mattress, but
Yet you've been sleeping on.
You don't have a memory
Memory
foam
foam
mattress. You have a
mattress.
memory foam top
Topper.
mattress.
Which
You've been
is
sleeping
perfect.
on cold coats as a pillow.
No, I haven't.
And rolled up shirt, old
kind of.
smelly shirt. And
Old
doesn't even have a
shirts?
duvet,
What?
it just has a duvet cover, so
Yeah,
it's just
there's
a thin little
Oh, come on.
shitty
I don't need to
thing.
be warm at night.
Because
or
he has
comfortable.
his
Alright,
Vita and PS4
alright,
keep him warm.
okay. Yeah, well, I have it on standby, so it warms it.
Yeah, I was about to say, it just pumps up the heat constantly, and everything overheats and breaks. It's like, fuck.
Fuck,
So,
but I'm warm.
um,
And I have a Vita.
hang on, I'm sorry.
oh no.
They've been ironing me out.
Crackly.
I've been ironing you up.
Let me just
Say goodbye
get
to your
that.
fingers.
Ooh. Say goodbye.
Say goodbye
Say
to
goodbye to your hand.
Your
So
hand.
I guess now it's time to move on to the the most luxurious.
Oh yes, Alicia's favourite moment.
Yeah.
Because actually, Cassandra said it was one of her
Okay.
favourite moments.
Well, the most luxurious moment of the podcast. It's Tom Dayton's Magic Minute. So Tom, your Magic Minute. We've already discussed kind of what it's going to be about. It's going to be more of a magic rant. A magic rant. Something to do with stairs, something to do with graphical fidelity. When would you like to start? Let me get my phone out.
I've got mine right here.
There it is. Oh no, I've got it. Don't worry.
He's got it. Don't
Why
worry.
don't you unlock it? You don't need to unlock it. No,
Yeah,
stop,
I know. I
stop.
can go up and do it like that, but I don't want to do that. So
No, you just forgot.
what? All right. Okay. So here we go. Let's go on to stopwatch. Tom, your Magic Minute starts now.
So, whenever I play a game, the only thing that really pisses me off is when characters can't walk upstairs properly. Companies and whatever designers pay so much attention to these tiny little details, like bullet damage in walls and collisions and all this. But when you're doing like just a bit, like just walking against, like in Assassin's Creed, follow this person, and they walk up the steps, and if steps are like, let's say, a centimetre high, I'm just literally giving you measurements here, and their foot goes like 45 millimeters or whatever, I have no fucking idea, like 7 millimeters each time. They're kind of like
Your whole
half
Magic
going-
Minute is going to be calculations.
I know,
15
because it just
seconds
goes like
left.
half through the step, and it really pisses me off. They should make it so just fucking walk up steps, just grids and vectors and stuff, and they can just do it, and it would look good, and I'll be so pissed off all the time. Fucking stop.
Maybe you should become a gameplay developer.
Maybe you should fuck yourself.
Maybe you should.
And that's it. That's the Magic Minute. That's probably one of the better Magic Minutes we've had
Yeah, you
recently.
actually knew what you were talking
You
about.
actually know what you're talking about. Thanks for hitting me with that bottle.
Ah.
That was Tom Dane's Magic Minute. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we round off the podcast, which is, sort of been quite organised, I'd say.
Alicia did say something, but I can't remember right now.
Okay.
No, I don't listen
No?
to yours either.
No, she said something to me the other day.
Okay, well, a quick shout out to Alicia and Cassandra, who...
2 of 2
a
listeners.
couple of friends who listen
Oh,
to the
friends.
podcast.
Friends.
Well, probably
Friends.
the only listeners to the podcast, really.
I think Christine's listened to it a few times,
Okay, well, hello, everyone.
but she's too busy playing League all the time.
And, yeah, League,
Christine is
amazing,
by far
right?
the coolest person that there is.
Cool.
I told them that. I told them you say that.
So now we've got to the end. Everyone's going to bed. And we've had a lovely podcast for episode 15. Thank you very much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed your time. We definitely enjoyed ours. Well, I hope we did. Anyway, so now it's time for my guests to say their goodbyes before we move on to a little song. Benjamin, goodbye.
Au revoir. I hope everyone has a good holidays.
As you can tell, he's almost asleep. So sweet.
I'm not almost. I'll be up for hours yet.
He will be, unfortunately. And the man who is Cybernet, Mr. Tom Dayton.
Ciao for now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Men in Black is yeah. Goodbye.
Yeah.
And it's goodbye from me, Joshua Ball, and have a lovely, lovely, lovely rest of the week enjoying PlayStation and next gen stuff. So enjoy the next little song and goodbye. Goodbye. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list and checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town.